Okay, and I'm done. Well, with expanding this bit of the entrance, and I like it. I think it was a good change. Yeah, so now we got to detail the sides of it. And I'm going to do that by, I should be able to do that. If we grab this, what's the duplicate? Control D. Grab that. So I just want to do this. Actually, I don't want to do that. Well, I do want to do that, but I want to get grey, not that grey, a little bit darker of a grey. What about something like that? Yeah, I think that's good. Control D. Yeah, I like that. I think that changing colour is a little bit too much, so we'll get this, go there, and get a nice, softer, a lighter grey. There we go. Control D. That's a little bit better. Not going to be too awfully accurate. Try to be as accurate as I can, but I'm going to spend 7 hours trying to get these right. And I find this is what end up spending most of your time on, is the small details, because I think that's what really makes or breaks a building. Anyone can really build a general building like this, not difficult, and anyone can actually detail it. It's about the amount of time you want to put in, and that really does change a good builder from a bad builder. It's really the amount of time you want to put in, because I feel anyone can have the skill to do this. It's not difficult, and everyone has the creativity. It's just some people aren't patient enough or don't want to put in the time to do it. That was a mistake. That was a very bad mistake. There you go. Couldn't be bothered to delete that. What are you doing? Oh, why do I do that again, eh? Okay, sometimes I just wonder how I've actually been able to function. I should probably put the pathways in. Be useful just to make sure I don't put any objects there that would clip. There we go. Pathways are in. Well, no, don't delete the pathways. And then I'll make the paths better. I just want to finish the building off. There we go. Buildings I had in brick. We had the... Actually, I'm going to duplicate it because I may not be able to get the colors depending on what the game decides to do. Because sometimes it gives you the colors, you know, if it's feeling nice. And sometimes you just go back to its default colors. So, yeah, well, I love this game. It can sometimes be a little bit hard to work out what it's actually, you know, trying to do sometimes. That's a little bit crappy. I'll fix it. I'll fix that up if I remember to. And I know we said we're going for an Alpine theme, and this isn't really an Alpine kind of building, but I'm gonna have some creative or artistic license in it. I think that's what it's called. Could be talking complete rubbish right now, but yeah, I think that's what it's called. And have a little bit of creativity, because I feel like, one, it's a little bit easier, because trying to build different looking buildings in a very similar style can be quite difficult. But yeah, I'll keep to the same style. I'm not going to be building a sci-fi building in the middle of a Alpine wood chopping foresty mine place. But yeah, I want at least some artistic license to it. And I hope that's the right word, because if it's not, I'm going to be stuffed. Did I? There we go, and there we go. Yes, it's looking great. Probably want. Oh no, that has been fixed up. Do I want to do that? No, I don't particularly want to... What about that? Will that look good? No, don't like it. I'm going to actually set my lighting to 10 just so I can get a better view. That looks pretty good. I'm starting to fall in love with that. I wonder if I should put these on that. Actually, yeah, I'm going to put these on that side. Duplicate. And pow. And pow. And whoops, 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 whoops. Pow and pow. One thing I love with this game is that they've actually let you clip things into each other. For some reason, a lot of games seem to have a fear. Games like this seem to have a fear of you clipping in things, even if it's not going to cause glitches or anything. It's a fear. It's, oh no, if the user does this, it's not going to be realistic. It's not going to look good. But I think this game has shown that if you let the player and the user do it, they're gonna, if they want to make a realistic looking thing, they'll do it. If they don't, they won't. I don't think there's a point in trying to restrict them in a creative game to making a realistic style thing and not being able to clip things. That's as far as I can go, I think. That's far enough. I don't think you're really going to notice that ever. Yeah, I don't think you will. I think it'll be fine. Shh, don't tell anyone. But yeah, I think not being, like, because the old roller coaster games, there was a lot of clipping. For example, The Sims 4, there's a lot of, unless you use cheats. However, I feel that that could make some sense because, you know, they've got the AI trying to access stuff. But yeah, I think that a lot of the stuff with clipping and stuff can be removed in these creative games where it's being added on for no reason at all. So yeah, I'm a big fan of it, go away, of it being able to, you being able to clip things, because it'd be so much more difficult to build stuff without you. And the amount of creative things people have been able to do by clipping in things. I saw on Reddit, someone made some drink machines using the building things. Now they were a little bit big. They said it was around 30% bigger than an actual drink machine, but anyway, it looked great. It was really well detailed, and yeah, I think it looked great. Let's see. I'm gonna go for not columns. I want roofs, brick, and I want chimney. Hey, chimney, chimney, chimney. I don't want you to do that though. Prefer you not to. I don't like that one. That one ain't bad. What about there? It's small, it's small, it's small, it's small, it's small. Just a little too small. You know what, I'll leave that for now, and we'll do detailing with the trees. So the trees I'm going to use are going to be the Alpine fir tree, obviously. I'll show you, actually I'll go back here and I'll show you. The Alpine fir tree. Not the birch trees. Black spruce. The blue fir. Douglas fir. And yeah, anyone with this, without the kind of these kind of colors, I'll end up using. I want to keep a very similar style for my trees, because I feel that can really bring the park together. So out here, I'm gonna put I'm gonna put a nice black spruce tree there. I'm gonna rotate it, giving it a little bit different thing. Gonna not a birch tree. I'm gonna give you some blue firs. Did the path come? I'm sure the path came there. Cause I ended up. Why did I only detail that bit? I'm sure there was something along the lines there. Okay. Weirds me out to why that's like that. There's gonna be a lot of forest in this, because you know it's an Alpine thing. They tend to have a lot of forest. And also, trees are a very lazy, easy way to decorate things. Okay, now, is that too many trees or? No, I think that's fine. However, I'm gonna have to do some terrain painting to start out with. And I found a really cool trick with buildings, and I do it with every single one of my buildings. It can work. Is if you get a dirt type thing, sometimes like a dirt like that, rock can work sometimes. I'm gonna turn it full so you can see. Rock can work, a dirt can work, some of these drier grasses can work, or this one can work, and that's what I think is going to be the best. Undo that all. And you go around the buildings, and you start actually making it look like they've been there, like the terrain, like they're not just plopped on somewhere, like they dug in, they belong there. It's a small detail, but as you can see, compare that to that, it adds so much, and it is so easy to do. You just go along your foundation to your building, and yeah, I think it's, unless you're doing a paved area, I think it's a very, very good thing. And then I go where the trees and stuff are, give it a little bit different of a texture around trees, because I feel, yeah, I like making my props and pathways and stuff feel like they haven't just been placed on some fake grass, and it's actually done this. Like you can see here, they've done this with the Planet Coaster team, they've done this with kind of the entrance there, and it makes it look so much more natural and so much more like it belongs. So yeah, I'll carry on that. That's a different one, is it? Yeah, they're using that, so I'm going to actually use that around the path, because I think that looks nice. And I'll use that around the foundation, because it just, I don't know, add some difference to it. And with this rock garden, I'll add a lot more to it, because, you know, little pebbles coming off the rocks. On the corners, I'll add some bit, and it's just, I don't know, it makes it feel like it belongs, and it just makes it feel more natural. There we go. I think that entrance little gateway actually has come along pretty well. I wanted something pretty simple. I'll detail it a little bit more. Pretty simple, just something to enter us into the park. So now I'm going to do the pathways, and then either next episode or may start on this episode work on the kind of pond that will end up flowing in here with some bridges, and kind of bring the scent town together, and then from there we can work on actually building our entire park and just work from there. And slowly, I don't think we're ever going to fill up this entire thing, but slowly just kind of build on and on and on. And yeah, so let me work on the paths. Grab this. Now the paths have changed a lot from the beta, apparently. I never actually brought into the beta because I didn't have the money at the time. To buy into the beta. Sorry, I was just trying to think there what we should do. If I go back to the 4mm, sorry about that, meter, that was a major brain fart there, and then I go to there, I'm gonna 9. Is 9 too thick? 9's way too thick actually. I want like 7. And I want a length of 2, because then it's gonna have to go around with the path. And then back to a length of 1. No, not a length. Well, yeah, a length of 1 and a distance of 4. Ooh, that doesn't. There we go. No, that's horrible. That's. Ooh. Oh, the paths aren't fitting together the same, and it's annoying me. Why are you not working like I want you to? Can you please work like I want you to? That's better. There we go. Some bushes there and stuff will be good. Just there. And that's the main thing. Let's go back to 7 minutes. I'm going to turn my angle snapping not off, but to, I don't know, 15 degrees. Give me a little bit more freedom, but also the ability. So I'm going to kind of, actually, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to work on the pond first. So here comes the terrain. The terrain tools, if you haven't seen them, are amazing. Basically, from what I can understand, it uses a voxel based system, where they're basically little cubes and then using math that attaches and makes them smooth out. That's from what I understand. I could be highly wrong. But what that means is, generally in the old roller coaster games, you'd have your grid on the map, and then on that grid it would be split up into 4 triangles, and those triangles can be in different positions, but it limits you a little bit. Where here, you've got very little limitations. So you got your general pool tools. Let me increase the size. You got your general pool tools, and your push tools. However, you don't have to edit terrain in 2 dimensions. Now that may feel weird for you at first, saying, well, obviously not, because 3 dimensions. However, in other games you could go up or you could go down. That was it. Now you can go in other dimensions. We change the size down. We can have things that hang over. We can push this back, or we can chisel it back. We can chisel into terrain. We can make a hole through it. Should break through soon. Should break through soon. How close are you to breaking through? Very close. Oh, you have. Okay. I was just looking at it like that. But yeah. So we can have holes right through the terrain. We can obviously end up smoothing the terrain then. Roughen the terrain. We've got a lot of options to make something that looks cool very easily. And then I can just flatten this to surface. And you got what I need. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me, oh baby. You got what I need. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me, oh baby. Oh, you got what I need. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me, oh baby. You got what I need, little girl. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me, oh baby.
And don't forget, I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy asking to love him.
You got what I need. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me, oh baby. You got what I need. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me, oh baby. Oh, you got what I need. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me, oh baby. You got what I need, little girl. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me, oh baby. You got what I need. You got everything I need. You're like medicine to me, oh baby. Okay, with water we got actually different types of water. So we got calm water, which that's great. Rough water, which not what we want because doesn't make sense. Standing water, which yeah, and dirty water, which I'm thinking either standing or calm, because calm gives it a nice blue kind of feel, where standing's a little bit more realistic. I'm gonna actually go standing. I think I'm gonna go standing. Okay. And now I can paint some more terrain. And get some more rocky stuff up there. There we go. And get the grass to fit more there. Get some more dirt on that side. There. Okay. And then get that really nice lush grass around there as well. There we go. And obviously I'm going to put rocks, I'm going to put bushes and stuff around, and then we'll put a whole boulder pathway around that, and then our village will go there, and it'll kind of be our main plaza type thing. Actually I'm going to put a little island there, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to go pool. I'm scared, to be honest. I'm going to turn the thing up there. Start seeing just the tip, like your mom last night. That but was not. I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn down it, and I'm gonna actually roughen a bit, and I'm going to paint with a rock. This is gonna be a nice big rock in the middle of that. I actually want to do another one. I like that one a lot. I'm going to do a smaller one this time though. Is it coming out of the water? Nope, not yet. Sometimes a little bit difficult to see. Yeah, that's definitely coming out of the water. I'm going to push this back a little bit. There we go. I'm going to roughen that up. Ooh. And then paint and put a little rock there. I like that a lot. And then we will put some reeds and stuff there. But yeah, definitely like that. I'm definitely liking what that looks like. The lake is getting better. Okay, now we go to our scenery and we get some bushes and we get some reeds, which there are none of. There we go. Ooh, I like that. We grab that and place it there. I actually like that a lot. However, those weren't necessarily the reeds I was looking for. There's wall climbers. Wasn't what I wanted. Ironwood. Some of those, could those work? If I went like that, those could potentially. Nah, I don't like them. What about those? If we lowered that into the ground, nah, I don't like that either. What about a prickly pear? Could that work? Doesn't seem to be any reeds. Reeds. I'm gonna go to bushes. No, that's not what I'm looking for. You know, it's probably just going to be best to use something like this. Yeah. X. I'm going to actually rotate that. Actually, advanced move. Give some dimension to those. There we go, and give some green leafy bushes along there. I've got a good idea for this rock though. Just thought of it. That looks good. From above it looks a little crap, but remember we're doing this from person view, and from person view I like it. So a lot of the things I'm going to design are going to be from person view. Like my old park, there would be times where I design a building and I wouldn't even design the back of it because no one was ever going to see the back of it. I was going to see the back of it, but no one else was. And yeah, if I wanted a, yeah, there we go, nice Alpine fir tree on that rock. No, don't like it. What if I did like something like a black spruce? Now that I like, actually. And we put an Alpine fir tree there. So it's like kind of growing there a bit, little bit natural. There we go. And next we got some rocks. Rocks to do. Gonna get some small rocks.
Don't believe me. Punk tries to throw me off a train. We get into a fight and he falls off. Cops ask me why I did a thing like that. I tell them why. For 3 hours I tell them why. They don't believe me.
Okay, I got the lake done. Sorry, not the park done. Not moving that fast, but yeah, I would say I was pretty happy with this lake. And then we can start working on the buildings next. We'll put information buildings, restaurants, and stuff like that there.